watching Iowa Live. Everything local, entertaining, and meaningful in Central Iowa is right here on Iowa Live.
From the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, welcome to Iowa Live. I am Lou, and boy, oh boy, it is that time of year to create in the kitchen one of our favorite recipes of all time. And joining us in the kitchen today from Fareway Meat and Grocery, the CEO, Reynolds Cramer. How are you, my friend?
Doing great, Lou. Doing great.
Now, we've been talking about Reynolds coming in and making my mom's stuffing recipe for years.
Yeah, what an honor that you're having me here today to do that, because I know she's looking down at you and she's so proud of this, so right?
Yeah, this is going, my mom passed away about 35 years ago. Sandy Sipolt is her name. Take a look at a photo we have of her from an event that we attended prior to her passing. But this was a way to honor my mom. And here we have the handwritten recipe that she passed along to me when I moved out to Iowa. There you have it. Those are all the deets, as they say on that. And then after she passed, I decided that we were going to share this recipe back then with our radio audience, and the response was overwhelming. And I had to fax these out. Here's one of the original copies of I had to fax this one out. Look at all the little turkeys on there. Because of those little turkeys, it took forever to fax. They did this for hours and hours and hours. But we have streamlined this a little bit. We've had to alter the recipe a little bit, Reynolds, because they made some of the contents a little smaller over the years. But are you ready to create my mom's recipe?
I'm ready, Chef Lou, and I want to be your sous chef today.
You're my sous chef. All right. Sous Chef Reynolds is joining us here today. So here's what we need to do. How about we talk about what's in the recipe, okay? First and foremost, we need stuffing cubes. Okay, you can get in everything we acquired at Fareway, of course. We have a list of the ingredients. So stuffing cubes, we have a couple of brands there you can mix and match if you like to. Also a box of long grain and wild rice. Okay, so that's really cool. Also, a sage-flavored pork sausage. Now, this is the sausage that has the silver label.
Right, that's in our refrigerated self-serve section.
By the bacon.
By the bacon, by our meat case. And then if that's not one you want, you could obviously get some awesome sauces in our meat case. Either way, at Fareway, you're going to win.
Yeah, so they have everything you need there. Other things that are in there, too. We have a chicken broth, and you take your favorite kind of chicken broth. Fareway has them in cans or in a box. Sliced water chestnuts, which is what we used in the past, but Fareway has something even better. They're already cubed.
They're already diced up for you. I mean, how easy is that?
This is going to be a piece of cake.
Your mom would have been like, what?
Cubed? How does that work? A couple of eggs, a large onion, some garlic, celery, butter, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. So we need to cut the celery up there, sous chef.
All right, let's get it done. I know
bite-sized pieces, small pieces.
Bite-sized.
Okay. Get rid of the heel there.
We washed all this stuff. We were all prepared.
Okay.
And
so cut them in small
be delicious.
Pieces. Okay.
So, all right, here we go.
There you go. That's good. Now you chop them all up, and we have some butter, the stick of real butter going in the pan right now. So it is melted. Now take that and just launch that into the pan. Okay, here's a little scooper for you here.
There we go.
Now you notice that there's an onion, a large onion. We've taken that while you're chopping that. We have the large onion. So I will pass the large onion over to you. We already chopped it up for you. And it even looks like an onion type container here. So there's the large onion all chopped up. So take that and toss the onion in the pan as well.
Heard, chef.
Okay. So you continue to cut that up. Okay. So while you're doing that, we have that. So that's the whole idea with the celery. So the celery's there now. Take the stuffing cubes there, if you would, Reynolds, and you're going to put those in the big bowl. Or sous chef, I should say. Put those in the big bowl, and we're just going to use the box of chicken broth. And while that's sauteing in the pan there.
There we go. That's the way to do it.
Never seen a sous chef have a hard time opening a bag of stuffing cubes. Here, now put almost the whole one in here. It's about 2 cans, which is what, about 29 ounces or so, just about the whole one in, and let that soak while we're doing some other things. Now, we have to get the long grain and wild rice. We need to have that cooking. That takes about 20 minutes or so. So we have that all done here. So you continue to cut there. Here's the long grain and wild rice in the pan. That is all done. Now, while that is going, we are browning the sausage too, which we have already done that. So we'll show you what we have over here. Here's the sausage all browned up. Just browned up and cut up. There's broken into little chunks like that. So while the sous chef is finishing up with the celery, that looks good for us there. All right, that is great. Now we need to throw in a little bit of the garlic into the pan. So here's your garlic, just a scoop of that there. It's already pre-measured, just the little tiny part there. That is a clove of garlic. That goes in the pan as well.
You know what?
And
I'm going to do a little extra
that's
touch.
fine. That's fine. Feel
I'm not
free.
going to have to kiss you later, right?
No.
Not at all. So we're going to have fun enjoying this together.
We are, and when we come back, we're going to finish it up and taste it next. It's Mom's stuffing recipe on Iowa Live.
Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to Iowa Live, everybody. It is Chef Lou along with sous chef Reynolds Cramer, CEO of Fareway Meat and Grocery. We are creating my mom's stuffing recipe. Reynolds has never made this, and he's doing a great job.
Well, I'm trying.
Now, we have some other things we need to do to continue and finish off the recipe. The recipe, by the way, is on the website. It is weareiowa.com and Iowa Live. Now, Reynolds is cracking a couple of eggs that go into the recipe as well. So you need to mix them up just a little bit. You got a fork there, so you should be in good shape. Now take the eggs that you stir a little bit, and you can either dump them in the rice or dump them in the pan. What do you want to do? Dump them in the rice. That's fine, because everything's
Chef Lou.
Everything's going into the pan right now.
That's right.
So you have that.
Look at this, and we've got everything going. It's cooking up good.
Yeah, turn that so
really
you can see that a little bit.
Yeah.
See, that's all cooked down a little bit. It's all sauteed and looking very, very good. All right. So take that. So we have the cooked wild and long grain rice, along with the binder, the eggs, a couple of eggs that goes in there. Everything goes in your big pan. Find the biggest pan that you have, everybody. That all goes in the big pan.
You know, Lou, the deal at home is Sheila's going to be like, well, I see you can make this awesome stuff, and you got to do it at home now.
Sheila, we miss you. You should be here. Now, he's going to know how to make this. So if he likes it, he'll make it when time comes. Now, here is the sage pork sausage. That goes in there as well.
All right, looks delicious.
Okay, now, the order that stuff goes in the main pan, that's not critical, okay? You can just add whatever you want to add at the times you want to add it. Now, you have all that. Now, one of the more unique things we have, water chestnuts, and you saw the cubed water chestnuts that Fareway has, so it saves you a little bit of time in the kitchen, and some pepper, about a half to a teaspoon of pepper, or as much as Reynolds wants to put in the mixture. So now mix that up thoroughly.
All right.
Now, as you're doing that, we're going to move this out of the way. We still have the stuffing cubes that have been soaked in chicken broth. Here's what that looks like.
This smells so good, Lou.
Oh, doesn't it? It's very unique too. So here's the cubes stuffed or soaked in the chicken broth. There it is there. Right. Get your biggest pan. Now, if you don't have a big bowl like this, if you don't, maybe a salad bowl that you have at home, that would work.
That would work
for this as well.
Are we ready?
Now you just take it and dump it all in.
All right, here we go.
Everything goes in.
Look at how delicious this looks.
So all goes in. That is great. And then another thing that's really important, sous chef, is you want to fold this. You don't want to smash it and mush it all together. You want to fold everything in. So let's see sous chef Reynolds' technique here. Just fold it.
It's delicious, but you got to do it with a little bit of love, right?
That's exactly right. Again, the recipe will be online if you want to get that. And then you want to take it and you want to put it in a pan. If you have a big old cooking pan like this works well. Or, as Whitney...
Yeah, Whitney talked about muffin pans.
Muffin tins.
That's a great idea.
We're going to show you that here in just a second because, of course, you know that we did this. Of course, Whitney Hammer.
I'm going to hold it.
Dietitian from Fareway Meat and Grocery.
Okay. That way we can take a look at this.
There we go. Here it goes. All goes in the pan, and then it goes in the oven about 350 for 45, 60 minutes, somewhere around there, until it gets hot. Now, most of the things that were in here were already cooked, obviously, except for the eggs. So you put that in the oven, And then there it is.
Wow.
There's Mom stuffing.
That looks delicious.
People have been doing this here in this area for 35 years, and our house for as long as I can remember, 64 years.
Now the good news is we had to practice a little bit. Right, we're gonna have some ready to eat here.
So I'm gonna turn this, put this back over here, and yes, we have some. We mentioned Whitney and her suggestion of putting it in muffin tins. Look at that.
Wow.
Individual portions here. So if you want to try that, and I want to get your honest opinion of this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try it too.
All right, let's
So give it a shot here.
Oh.
Isn't that good?
Oh man.
You can make a meal out of this, everybody. And everything you need, you can get at Fareway Meat and Grocery. Everything is in the aisles.
Yeah, and only thing we're missing is the turkey.
Exactly, and you can get that at Fareway
That's
too.
right, but make sure you don't make the mistake. Don't get it the day before Thanksgiving. It takes a day or two to thaw.
Okay, and as always, so people know, Fareway, your company is a family company. So Thanksgiving, people are going to be enjoying it with their families.
We're closed on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's time to be with family and enjoy this type of delicious food.
And if you need the recipe, get it online. We may even sneak some recipes over to Fareway so people can check that out
Chef
as well.
Lou, thanks for having me
No,
today.
thank you for being here, sous chef. You did a great job. I love your apron and your whole outfit too.
Well, yeah, the only person missing is Fareway Frank right now.
Frank,
but I
he's
brought him right here.
Fareway
So.
Frank is right there. Folks, enjoy Mom Stuffing. You are absolutely going to love it. Have a great holiday, everybody.